look at this fabric. You can see the pattern in which it is woven. Okay, multicolored fibers or yarn is used, thread is used to weave it or to make it. Now I have removed a yarn from this, the thread which has come out in this pattern, and knots have been put so that they don't get unreleased or the woven threads doesn't come out. Okay, so look at this. This is a thread, right? Now you can see this, the thread have many strands, right? Strands of thin thread. All these thin threads are considered, or the strands are considered to be fiber. What's it called? They are called fiber. Have you seen your mom taking cotton fibers and making strands out of it to prepare a wick? Wick मतलब पता है? પેલું ખબર છે વાટ બનાવે છે, દીવા માટે વાટ બનાવતા હોય છે આવી વ્હાઇટ કોટન ફાઇબર્સ લઈને. રૂની પૂની હોય છે, બરાબર? રૂની પૂની શું છે? એ કંઈ જ નથી, એ ફાઇબર્સ છે, કોટન ફાઇબર્સ છે. અને પછી એને હાથમાં લઈને આવી રીતે બધી ફાઇબર્સને હાથમાં લઈને એને આવી રીતે રોલ કરતા હોય છે. સી, between the two palm, your mom rolls the strands or the fibers and makes one thread or the wick, मतलब વાટ બનાવે છે. હાથમાં રોલ કરીને આવી રીતે રૂની ફાઇબર્સ જે હોય છે એને બે પામ વચ્ચે રગડીને રોલ કરીને એક આવી રીતે સ્ટ્રેન્ડ બનાવે છે, બરાબર? થ્રેડ બને છે, બરાબર? તો એ જે પતલી પતલી રૂ હોય છે એ શું છે? ફાઇબર્સ કહેવાય છે. એને શું કહેવાય છે? ફાઇબર્સ. પછી એને ભેગા કરીને જોઈન્ટ કરીને થ્રેડ બને છે. અને એ થ્રેડ જ્યારે એક સાથે એક સ્ટ્રેન્ડને બીજા સ્ટ્રેન્ડ સાથે એવી રીતે જોડીને લાંબી બને છે, એને શું કહેવાય છે? ઇટ્સ કોલ્ડ yarn. What's it called? Yarn. Fabrics are made up of yarns and yarns are further made up of fibers. આપણે ઊંધું જોઈએ. ફાઇબર્સ જે છે, રેસાઓ છે, એને રોલ કરીને જોડીને લાંબી થ્રેડ સ્ટ્રક્ચર બનાવવામાં આવે છે, જેને કહેવાય છે યાર્ન, બરાબર? રીલમાં એને વીંટાળવામાં આવે છે. એની જે રીલ તૈયાર થાય છે યાર્ન છે, દેટ ઇઝ કોલ્ડ યાર્ન. એન્ડ ધોઝ યાર્ન્સ, ડિફરન્ટ કલર યાર્ન્સ or same color yarn is woven in a crisscross form like this. In the previous video I had shown you that crisscross pattern આમ ચેક્સમાં એ વીવ થાય છે અને એ બને છે ફેબ્રિક. એન્ડ ફેબ્રિક ઇઝ નથિંગ બટ ક્લોથ મટીરિયલ. વોટ્સ ઇટ કોલ્ડ? ક્લોથ મટીરિયલ. જે ક્લોથ મટીરિયલ મેં તમને બતાવ્યું એક એક્ઝામ્પલ, this is woolen. This material is woolen. This is cotton. You can see the crisscross checks pattern in this. Okay, બરાબર? એ તમે કોઈ બી કાપડ લઈ લો, you see the cotton, you can see this woven part, thread કેવી રીતે આમ ચેક્સમાં વીવ થયેલા છે અને સાઇડ કોર્નર્સ સીલ કરેલા હોય છે. તો these are called fabrics. Once the yarn is woven, yarns are woven in crisscross pattern, they become fabric. Fabric, in other words, is called cloth. Okay, cloth material can be of different types. The fabrics, certain fabrics, commonly used fabrics are cotton, jute, silk and wool. Which are they? Cotton, jute, silk and wool. They are obtained from plants and animals. These are the fibers obtained naturally, either from plants or from animals. And so these fibers are called natural fibers. What are they called? They are called natural fibers. Cotton and jute are obtained from plants. Wool and silk, they are obtained from animals. Wool is obtained from fleece of sheep or goat. घेटू अथवा बकरी, बराबर, शिप या गोट, उसके फ्लीस मतलब हेयर, उसके स्किन के ऊपर जो हेयर होता है उसको फ्लीस कहते हैं. सो फ्रॉम द फ्लीस ऑफ शिप एंड गोट wool is obtained, and from the fibers of cotton and jute plant, we get cotton and jute fibers. Okay, so natural fibers are obtained from plant and animals, and the natural fibers are cotton, jute, silk and wool. One more we cannot avoid, which is not mentioned here, coconut coir, coconut fibers. Coconut, when it gets dried up, the outer covering, hard shell ને ફરતે જે આઉટર કવરિંગ છે રેસા રેસાવાળું, એ કહેવાય છે કોકોનટ ફાઇબર્સ. ધોઝ ફાઇબર્સ આર યુઝડ ફોર મેકિંગ કોયર્સ. સિંદરી બનાવવામાં આવે છે જે રફ બી હોય છે અને કડક બી હોય છે, and that is used for tie. For near about thousands of years, natural fibers were only ones available for making fabrics. So natural fibers were only available, and so cloth materials were made out of that. But in the last 100 years or so, fibers are also made from chemical substances which are not obtained from plant or animal sources, and these are called synthetic fibers. What are they called? Synthetic fibers. So the fibers obtained by the process of chemical substances purely, where no plant or animal sources are used as raw material, they are called synthetic fibers. Some examples of synthetic fibers are polyester, nylon and acrylic. Polyester, nylon and acrylic are pure synthetic fibers where no raw materials are obtained from natural sources. Okay, one more synthetic fiber is there, which is called rayon. In the case of rayon, raw material is natural source, but then it is synthesized with other chemicals and it's considered to be synthetic fiber. Okay, so let's first take a look at some of the plant fibers. How do we get it, and in which situation these plants grow? Okay, and what all things are made out of plant fiber. Among some of the plant fibers, the first fiber we are going to talk about is cotton. Cotton એટલે રૂ. Okay, so what all things, just think of what all materials can you find which is made up of cotton, or where cotton is applied or used. Here in the textbook you can see the cotton wool is also used for filling mattresses, quilts or pillows. રૂ છે કઈ કઈ વસ્તુઓ ભરવામાં કામ લાગે છે? પેલે મેટ્રેસ મતલબ રજાઈ છે, ક્વિલ્ટ રજાઈ કહેવાય, બરાબર. ગદ્દા, મેટ્રેસીસ એટલે ગાદલાઓ હોય છે, ગદ્દા. અને પિલો મતલબ ઓશીકું, બરાબર. મેટ્રેસીસ, ક્વિલ્ટ્સ ઓર પિલોઝ, દે આર ફિલ્ડ અપ બાય cotton wools. Take some cotton wool. See, don't misunderstand by the word wool, WOOL, wool. wool એટલે ઊન નથી. કોટનનો જે રેસા છે, કોટન બોલ છે, કોટન કોઈ little amount of cotton you take, that is called cotton wool. Pull it apart and look at its edges. એ કોટન ખેંચીને, કોટન વૂલને થોડુંક ખેંચો અને પછી એની કિનારીઓ જુઓ. એજીસ મતલબ કિનારી, उसके किनारी जो, तो व्हाट डू यू ऑब्जर्व? आप क्या देखोगे उसमें? आप देख पाओगे द स्मॉल थिन स्ट्रैंड्स रेशा आपको दिखने को मिलेगा पतले पतले, दैट यू सी आर मेड अप ऑफ कॉटन फाइबर्स। और जो रेशा आपको दिख रहा है उसको क्या कहते हैं? कॉटन फाइबर्स। फाइबर्स मतलब रेशा। तो कॉटन फाइबर्स, दोज थिन स्ट्रैंड्स ऑफ कॉटन वुल, दे आर कंसिडर्ड एज कॉटन फाइबर्स। और ये कॉटन फाइबर्स और कॉटन वुल कहाँ से आता है? फ्रॉम वेयर डज इट कम? इट इज़ ग्रोन इन द फील्ड्स। Cotton plants are usually grown at places having black soil and warm climate. उसको किस तरह का सॉइल मिलना चाहिए, कैसा क्लाइमेट होना चाहिए? इट शुड हैव ब्लैक सॉइल। द प्लेस वेयर यू ग्रो कॉटन प्लांट, it should contain black soil and the climate should be warm. Winters, not in winters, but the climate should be warm enough for the plant to grow properly. And can you name some states of our country? Yes, in Gujarat many places you can see cotton plants growing. Okay, fields of cotton crops you can see. The fruits of the cotton plant is considered as cotton balls. What are they called? Cotton balls. Okay, there is no mistake in the spelling. The ball is spelled as BOLL, cotton ball, and are about the size of a lemon. नींबू जितने साइज में, जो नॉर्मल लेमन जो होता है छोटे छोटे, of this size the cotton balls are. And you can see the picture. These are the cotton balls. Okay, below upper part, white part is the cotton ball, and it's actually the flower. Okay, cotton ball is the flower of the plant, and after manufacturing the balls, the balls burst open and the seeds covered with the cotton fibers can be seen. ये पहले पॉड बंद होता है, ऐसे सील होता है, फिर जब वो मैच्योर हो जाता है तो इट ब्रेक्स ओपन, ऐसे खुल जाता है और वाइट फाइबर ऑफ कॉटन इमर्जेस आउट ऑफ इट, और उसके नीचे जो होते हैं वो ड्राइड पेटल्स होते हैं जो सपोर्ट करता है कॉटन बॉल को. ओके, एंड दैट कॉटन बॉल्स आर प्लक्ड फ्रॉम द फील्ड में से वो ले लिया जाता है, पिक किया जाता है, एंड देन इट इज़ डन बाय हैंड ओनली. हैंड पिकिंग इज़ डन. जैसे चाय की पत्तियाँ पिक किया जाता है एंड पुट इन द बास्केट, सेम वे कॉटन बॉल्स आर picked up by hand, and then fibers are then separated from the seeds by combing. उस प्रोसेस को कॉम्बिंग कहा जाता है जब आप सीड्स में से फाइबर्स को निकालते हो और सीड्स को अलग करते हो. एंड दिस प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड जिनिंग ऑफ कॉटन. इसको क्या कहते हैं? जिनिंग ऑफ कॉटन. कॉम्बिंग करके उसमें से फाइबर निकाला जाता है और इस प्रोसेस को कहते हैं जिनिंग. जिनिंग वॉज ट्रेडिशनली डन बाय हैंड. पहले तो हाथों से ही किया जाता है. दीज डेज मशीन्स आर ऑल्सो यूज्ड फॉर जिनिंग. पहले बहुत सारे ढेर सारे मैन पावर लगते थे. एक बार कॉटन बॉल्स कलेक्ट करने के बाद जिनिंग मिल में सब इकट्ठा होते थे और फिर मैनुअली कुछ क्वांटिटी ऑफ कॉटन बॉल्स अपने पास, ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल यूज टू टेक सम लॉट ऑफ कॉटन बॉल और फिर एक साथ बैठ जाते थे उसमें से कॉटन फाइबर्स निकालने में, और पूरे दिन में कुछ हद तक मीन्स कुछ क्वांटिटी कॉटन बॉल्स कॉटन फाइबर्स निकाल लेते थे. लेकिन अभी उस काम को फास्टर करने के लिए अभी जिनिंग मिल में मशीन्स लग गए हैं, विच मेक्स द वर्क फास्टर, ईजियर एंड less manpower or labor is used. So ये जो प्रोसेस आप देख सकते हो, जिनिंग ऑफ कॉटन बाय कोम्बिंग, राइट, एंड दिस इज़ मैनुअल प्रोसेस वेयर आप कॉटन बॉल में से कॉटन फाइबर्स अलग करते हो. कल आपको और द नेक्स्ट वीडियो में आपको मैं दिखाऊंगी हाउ द कॉटन स्ट्रैंड्स लुक लाइक. कॉटन फाइबर्स दिखते हैं आपके घर में. wicks made of cotton. wick मतलब जो आप दिया जलाते हो तो उसमें जो आप विक यूज़ करते हो कॉटन की लंबी लंबी स्ट्रैंड्स यूज़ करते हो या तो फिर ફ્લાવર ટાઈપ ઓફ જેને ગુજરાતીમાં વાટ કહીએ એ ઊભી વાટ ને આડી વાટ તમે યુઝ કરો છો તો એ બનાવવી પડે છે બરાબર. તો એ બનાવતી વખતે મેં તમને આના પહેલાંના વિડીયોમાં મીન્સ ધ પ્રિવિયસલી I had showed you with the strands of thread taken out, pulled out from my scarf. But originally કોટનમાંથી રૂની પૂનીમાંથી રૂના સ્ટ્રેન્ડ્સ બતાવીશ કેવી રીતે બનાવી શકાય છે, એટલે વાટ બનાવાય છે કેવી રીતે, વિક કેવી રીતે બનાવાય છે બરાબર. I'll show you in the after some time. Okay, so this is cotton is one of the plant product or plant fiber, and it grows in, we get the cotton ball or cotton fiber from the cotton plant, which requires black soil and the climate should be warm. Okay, and the fruit of the cotton plant is called cotton ball, and from the cotton ball we get cotton fibers. Okay, is that clear? How do we get cotton from the cotton plant? And the process of removing or separating seed from the cotton fiber is called ginning. Ginning can be done manually and it can be, nowadays it is used machine is used for ginning to make the work faster and easier. Now we next move on to the next natural fiber, that is jute. Jute is mostly available in West Bengal, Bihar and Assam, which is this is a place, these places are those where rainfall is sufficient, where the humidity is maximum, and in these places even the soil is black. Okay, jute fiber is obtained from the stem of jute plant. It is unlike the cotton balls or the cotton fiber. Jute fiber is obtained from the stem, and actually what happens, once the plant gets ready, stem becomes thicker, mature. It is cultivated during the rainy season, and in India jute is mainly grown in West Bengal, Bihar and Assam towards the eastern side of our country. It is normally harvested, and when it is at which stage, flowering stage, तब पत्ते वत्ते निकाल के स्टेम को क्या करते हैं, उसको पानी में डुबो के रखते हैं सारे स्टेम को, मोटे मोटे स्टेम्स ऑफ जूट प्लांट. And during the flowering stage it is removed and it is immersed in water for few days. Immersed मतलब उसको डुबाया जाता है, डुबा के रखा जाता है, पानी में डुबा के रखा जाता है थोड़े दिन तक, मतलब नियर अबाउट 15 to 20 डेज़ तो होता ही है. फिर उसको वो जब स्टेम सड़ने लगता है, द स्टेम्स रॉट मतलब સડન થવા લાગે, मतलब સડી જાય, સડવા લાગે, ત્યારે એ સ્ટેમને તોડીને અંદરથી फाइबर्स छुट्टा पाड़वामां आवे छे हाथेथी. फाइबर्स उसमें से निकाला जाता है. उसके स्टेम के अंदर जो रेसा होता है, उसको रेसे होते हैं, उसको निकाला जाता है और फिर वो लंबे लंबे रेसे को सुखाया जाता है. एंड इफ़ यू वांट टू सी द होल प्रोसेस यू कैन सी इट. आई विल पुट द लिंक इन आवर ग्रुप. इफ़ इट वुड हैव बीन अ लाइव क्लास तो मैं आपको दिखा पाती, मैं अपने मोबाइल से ही आपको वो वीडियोस दिखा पाती, लेकिन सॉरी, नेक्स्ट व्हेन वी विल मीट इन शॉर्ट टाइम. आई डोंट नो व्हेन वी आर गोइंग टू मीट, बट very short time, in very short time we are going to meet, and that time I am going to take quick recap of all those things which has been taught during the lockdown or study from home or learning from home process. ये सब मैं shortly or in the starting of the class I am going to revise it for you so that you don't find any kind of difficulty in the studies. Okay, so हम वापस जाते हैं. हाउ द जूट फाइबर्स वी गेट. स्टेम जब सड़ जाता है, when the stems rot, fibers are removed from the stem and then it is ड्राइड, ओके, उसको सुखाया जाता है. टू मेक फैब्रिक्स ऑल दिस फाइबर्स आर फर्स्ट कन्वर्टेड इनटू yarns. चाहे वो कॉटन हो या फिर जूट के फाइबर्स हो, उसको एक फाइबर को दूसरे फाइबर के साथ, स्ट्रैंड को एक स्ट्रैंड को दूसरे स्ट्रैंड के साथ जोड़ा जाता है और ऐसा एक लंबा, ऐसे ही लंबे यान में कन्वर्ट किया जाता है. दैट्स कॉल्ड यान. व्हाट्स इट कॉल्ड? यान. एंड दीज यार्न्स आर रील्ड, ओके. उसको स्ट्रैंड्स को जब जोड़ा जाता है, चाहे वो कॉटन हो या फिर जूट फाइबर हो, जब उसको जोड़ के एक थ्रेड बनाते हैं वो बनता है यार्न. एंड देन हाउ दिस स्पिनिंग ऑफ द कॉटन यार्न इज डन, अब आप पढ़ोगे, ओके. अब क्या सीखोगे? यू आर गोइंग टू स्टडी अबाउट यार्न्स, YARNS. कैसे यार्न को स्पिन किया जाता है, मतलब यार्न बनाया जाता है. तो पहले हम देखते हैं कॉटन यार्न, ओके. स्पिनिंग ऑफ कॉटन यार्न, जो मैंने आपको अभी थोड़े देर पहले ही आपको बोला था कि आई विल शो यू हाउ यार्न इज़ मेड, या तो फिर आप कैसे वो विक बना सकते हो फॉर द लैम्प एट होम इटसेल्फ. रेडीमेड विक्स आर अवेलेबल, बट देन वी कैन मेक विक फ्रॉम द कॉटन फाइबर्स एट होम इटसेल्फ. जब वो प्रैक्टिकली मैं करके दिखाऊंगी तब आप समझ जाओगे यार्न कैसे बनता है, हाउ स्पिनिंग ऑफ यार्न इज डन. फाइबर, ओके. द प्रोसेस ऑफ मेकिंग यार्न फ्रॉम फाइबर इज कॉल्ड स्पिनिंग. यू कैन सी द प्रोसेस ऑफ मेकिंग यार्न फ्रॉम फाइबर इज कॉल्ड स्पिनिंग, ओके. In this process, fibers from a mass of cotton wool are drawn. बहुत सारे कॉटन वूल इकट्ठा किया जाता है, लिया जाता है. फिर थोड़ा थोड़ा कॉटन वूल लेके उसको ट्विस्ट करके उसको जोड़ा जाता है. वी जॉइन इट at the ends and then it goes on like this, and this brings the fibers together to form a yarn. A simple device used for spinning is a hand spindle, which is also called takli, right? And you can see the picture of charkha. During the time of freedom, that is, you can see Gandhi ji used to use this. So before, you can say 70 years or 73 years, before 73 years or 70 years, this device was being used, which is called charkha. Now in modern times, same process, but it is mechanized, or technically it is advanced, and hand is not used, or labor in this case यहाँ पे मैनुअली आपको करना पड़ता है, एंड अ पर्सन हैज़ टू सिट फॉर लॉन्ग टाइम टू स्पिन द यार्न, ओके. मैनुअली पहले पुराने स्टाइल में हैंड स्पिंडल को कहा जाता था तकली, या तो फिर महात्मा गांधी जब यूज़ करते थे उसको कहा जाता था चरखा. यूज़ ऑफ चरखा वॉज पॉपुलराइज्ड बाय महात्मा गांधी. एंड यू नो हु इज महात्मा गांधी? Yes, father of our nation, and it was a symbol, and in the national flag, in the old national flag, you could have seen, means before, during the freedom time, that is during that time of between the time of 1940 to 47, our national flag had that charkha symbol, and then it was improvised, and so हम वापस आते हैं चरखा, which was popularized by Mahatma Gandhi, and he encouraged people to wear clothes made of homespun yarn termed as khadi. आप जब खादी भंडार में जाते हो, वो होमस्पन यार्न है, वो स्वदेशी है. फ्रीडम के वक्त, फ्रीडम फाइट के वक्त, आंदोलन जब चलता था तब स्वदेशी का बहुत जोर चला था, और उस वक्त this charkha was popularized by our freedom fighters, and the first one to start with was Mahatma Gandhi. So to popularize and promote khadi, the government of India constituted a body called Khadi and Village Industries Commission in 1956 ताकि ब्रिटिश मिल से क्लॉथ मटेरियल इंपोर्ट करना ना पड़े एंड स्वदेशी का भावना बना रहे एंड स्पिनिंग ऑफ yarn on a large scale is done with the help of spinning machines. Nowadays it is being done and here you would be surprised that in Surendranagar itself we had factories who had these spinning machines for spinning the yarns. Now after the spinning process is done, that is yarn is manufactured or made, then the next process comes of making fabric. फैब्रिक मतलब कापड़, क्लॉथ, कपड़ा. ओके तो फिर उस यार्न्स को कैसे यूज़ किया जाता है टू मेक फैब्रिक. देयर इज़ एन एक्टिविटी वेयर यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड द प्रोसेस ऑफ वीविंग ऑफ yarns or knitting of yarns into different types of cloth, चाहे वो कॉटन क्लॉथ हो, जूट क्लॉथ हो या तो फिर वुलन क्लॉथ हो. ओके सो द टू मेन प्रोसेसेस ऑफ वीविंग yarn into fabric or making yarn fabric from the yarns are weaving and knitting. Weaving and knitting are the two processes that tells you or explains you how yarn is used to make fabric. Okay, so you can see activity 5 which is going to tell you the process of arranging two sets of yarns together to make a fabric, and this process is called weaving. What's it called? Weaving. The two sets of yarns are taking one set of yarns are set vertically और दूसरा सेट हॉरिजॉन्टली रखा जाता है. फिर उसको क्रिस क्रॉस फॉर्म में जैसे आप देख पाओगे द नेक्स्ट पेज कि कैसे उसको वीव किया जाता है. या सी you can see how it can be done. पहले आप इसमें थोड़ा चेंज लाते हैं. हम क्या करेंगे, यहाँ पे एक ग्रीन कलर का पेपर शीट लिया गया है, फिर 1 सेंटीमीटर या फिर आधा सेंटीमीटर ऊपर से, आधा मतलब चारों तरफ से फ्रॉम ऑल द, और यू कैन टेक इट फ्रॉम अपर पार्ट एंड लोअर पार्ट, leaving half centimeter from both the sides. You put a cut like this of 1 centimeter each. It depends on how many centimeter, how many by how many centimeter square paper you have taken. Okay, you can do it like that. फिर क्या करोगे, you take strips of another color of same size paper and then you start inserting like this. पेपर को पहले नीचे से लेके फिर ऊपर, और ऊपर से फिर उसको नीचे जो कट के नीचे से डालो, फिर दूसरे साइड से निकालो, फिर यहाँ से नीचे डालो और फिर ऊपर दूसरे साइड से निकालो. इस तरह से उसको डालते जाओ, उठाते जाओ, निकालते जाओ. इस तरह से एंड तक ऑरेंज स्ट्रिप को इंसर्ट करो. फिर उसके ऑपोजिट, पहले यहाँ पे आपने नीचे से लिया था, तब नेक्स्ट कट में आप क्या करोगे, आप ऑरेंज स्ट्रिप को ऊपर से लोगे. नॉट नेसेसरी दैट यू हैव टू टेक ग्रीन एंड ऑरेंज ओनली, यू कैन टेक एनी कलर ऑफ स्ट्रिप. फिर इस तरह से अब यहाँ ऑपोजिट करोगे, ऊपर से पेपर को नीचे से अंदर डालोगे, फिर दूसरे साइड से ऊपर निकालोगे. इस तरह से ऊपर नीचे करके इसको इस तरह से व्यू करते जाओगे. यू कैन सी हाउ इट इज़ बीइंग टेकन. स्ट्रिप को ऐसे उठा लो और फिर ऐसे ऐसे अरेंज करते जाओ. तो क्या हुआ, यू कैन सी द क्रिस क्रॉस अरेंजमेंट ऑफ द yarns. Two set of yarns are woven. Okay, woven, sorry, not woven, it's woven like this. Okay, same way our fabrics are woven in the industries. Okay, and here the picture 3.14, you can see knitting. Nowadays rarely you can see your grannies or mother knitting the sweater because of the, as it is said, shortage of time. So we people or you children get ready-made sweaters from the market, but previously our grannies, my mom used to knit sweater like this. Even I have knitted sweater for my daughter when she was small. So manually with the two knitting needles, these are called knitting needles, knitting needle को लेके woolen, this is woolen thread, with the woolen yarn इसको रोल किया जाता है ऐसे बॉल में. Okay, and that is being used for knitting sweater or knitting any kind of woolen fabric. Even the woolen shawl can be knitted, woolen scarf can be knitted with the help of two knitting needle and woolen thread. So this process of setting two set of yarns is called knitting. Okay, and here you can see in खादी भंडार और इन हैंडलूम जहाँ पे स्वदेशी कपड़ा बनाया जाता है, मतलब खादी, तो खादी क्लॉथ इस तरह से हैंडलूम में बनता है. यू कैन सी दिस इज़ द डिवाइस. इवन द वुलन शॉल्स आर बीइंग मेड लाइक दिस, एंड दिस इज़ कॉल्ड हैंडलूम, वेयर manually the cotton yarns, woolen yarns or silk yarns are used for making, weaving saris, shawls, carpets, etc. As the yarns are very thin, with the paper strips you found to be little difficult. So you can imagine how much difficult it is to weave these yarns, thin yarns, into fabric. So for that purpose you can see handloom. This fabric, weaving of fabric is done on looms, and the looms are either hand operated or power operated. Now we will see the history of clothing material, how people started using in ancient time using clothes. Because पहले इनिशियली जब हमारे एंसेस्टर्स में कई सालों when they even didn't know, or you can say when they were having a nomadic life, when they didn't know how to build a house, they used to use cave for protecting themselves from the external dangers from the animal or the changing climate. तब वो क्या करते थे, अपने आप को ढकने के लिए they used to use bark and big leaves of trees. I'm talking about those time जब राजा महाराजा कोई भी नहीं, nothing. The first people, or you can say when human being came into existence and when started understanding कि अपने बॉडी को प्रोटेक्ट करना चाहिए या तो फिर कवर करना चाहिए, when they started realizing that they need to protect their body or cover their body to face the adverse conditions of the climate, that time they started covering the body with the bark of trees or big leaves of trees, or they used animal skins and furs to cover themselves. Then जैसे जैसे people started getting civilized, they started understanding their needs. When they began to settle, that is after people began to settle in agricultural communities, they learned to weave twigs and grass into mats and baskets. They started using plant products to satisfy their basic needs. Then vines मतलब जो लताएं आपको दिखते हैं, जो प्लांट ट्वाइनर्स है, वाइन्स, उसको वाइन्स कहते हैं, જેને કહીને વેલા, એ જેના સ્ટેમ્સ ખૂબ જ વીક હોય છે तो वो वाइन्स उसको यूज़ करने लगे एज अ रोप एंड ऑल सुखा के. देन एनिमल फ्लीज, as I said, hairs of animal or hair were twisted together into long strands and these were woven into fabric. Manually वो किया जाता था पहले. And the early Indians wore fabrics made out of cotton that grew in the regions near the river Ganga. Okay, so this is how the history of cotton or the cloth or the fabric started. Okay, now so they realized that cotton plant is also a natural source which gives natural fiber. Then in ancient Egypt, cotton as well as flax somewhat looks like jute, but it has a silky touch, it has glaze, it is glossy. Flax were cultivated near the river Nile and were used for making fabric. In those days, stitching was not known. People simply draped the fabrics. Drap मतलब लपेट लेते थे अपने बॉडी पे अराउंड डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ देयर बॉडी. धोती की तरह पहन लेते थे, फिर ऊपर शॉल की तरह कवर कर लेते थे. तो इस तरह से अनस्टिच क्लोथ्स दे यूज टू ड्रैप देयर बॉडी. ओके, मैनी डिफरेंट वेज ऑफ ड्रैपिंग फैब्रिक्स वेर यूज्ड विद द इन्वेंशन ऑफ द सोइंग नीडल्स. सिलाई सुई जिसको कहते हैं, सिलाई नीडल्स, सोइंग नीडल्स इन्वेंट होने के बाद पीपल स्टार्टेड स्टिचिंग fabrics to make clothes. Stitched, सिले हुए clothes have gone through many variations since this inventions. इन्वेंशन के बाद सिलाई मशीन, फिर सोइंग नीडल्स, ये सब इन्वेंट होने के बाद बहुत सारी चेंजेस इन स्टिचिंग क्लोथ्स आए हैं. एडवांसमेंट हैव कम इन इट with the advancement in the technology also. So, but is it not amazing that even today we wear sari, dhoti, lungi, turban मतलब पगड़ी is used as an unstitched piece of fabric. अभी भी हम साड़ी पहनते हैं जो सिले हुए नहीं होते, धोती पहनते वो भी सिला हुआ नहीं होता है, लुंगी भी है जो सिला नहीं होता, फिर टर्बन पगड़ी भी एक लंबा सा कपड़ा होता है, फैब्रिक होता है जिसको आप मोड़ के ऐसे सिर पे बांधते हो. सो दीज आर अनस्टिच्ड. स्टिल नाउ देयर आर मैनी प्लेसेस ड्यूरिंग मैरिजेस द ब्राइड एंड द ग्रूम wears unstitched clothes during their marriage. So अभी भी हर जगह पे ट्रेडिशन फॉलो किया जाता है and it is really enjoying when you learn wearing saris, dhotis, lungi. It is not that tedious as you feel. It's very. So at the end of the chapter I can show you the flow chart. Here mainly the cotton ball is taken. The other natural fibers are not shown in the flow chart, but more or less the process is same. Cotton ball, ginning, after ginning fiber is obtained, then another process is being done. From fiber spinning is being done to get yarn, and after we get yarn there are two processes, either knitting or weaving is done to get fabric, and then this fabric is ready for stitching. Okay, so now we move on to the keywords. Here are the keywords: cotton wool, fabric, fiber, knitting, spinning, weaving and yarn. Learn these words in your own way, whether you would like to learn the spellings by writing 5 times, 2 times, or just by reading it repeatedly. If you can remember the words, spelling of the words is good.